Yo guys, what's going on? It's Ryuga here with a video for you guys. This time we're just going to be doing a discussion, a quick one. I'm just going to give you my opinion on what I think about the new perks for Survivor, for Killer, what I think about the new Killer power, and the map. And that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump into it without further ado. Let's talk about the Survivor perks. So, she got quite a few perks. So Soul Guard. Survivors gain the endurance status effect for 8 seconds after being healed or having recovered from the dying state. And also, if they're cursed by a hex, they also get to fully recover for free. So already, we start off with a very, very strong, solid perk. I can see this sneaking its way into the meta. We have Blood Pact. When you or the Obsession are injured, you both see each other's auras, and after healing the Obsession or being healed by the Obsession, you both gain haste for 8 seconds. It's alright, it's like a hit or miss like perk, if you want to run it, it's not great. Then you have Repressed Alliance. Repressed Alliance activates after you repair gens for a total of 60 seconds. When you're on a gen, you can press the active ability button to call upon the entity to block the gen for 30 seconds. This is another iffy, maybe meta perk, can be used to counter Hex Ruin, as well as Pop Goes the Weasel, because generators don't regress while they are blocked by the entity. So another really, really good perk. So let's go ahead and move on to the killer perks. Alright, so for the killer perks, we have Deathbound. When a survivor heals another survivor for 1 health state, at least 32 meters away from you, the survivor performing the healing action screams, revealing their location, and activates Deathbound for the next 45 seconds. During that time, the survivor is oblivious when they are 8 meters or more away from the survivor that they healed. Now this perk, it seems like it might be okay. I might try it on Legion, but it's 32 meters away. Those people are going to be very, very far. So it's like a situational perk. I don't really know if I like it. Like, it's alright. Then you got Trail of Torment. After you kick a gen, you become undetectable for 15 seconds. During this time, the generator is revealed to the survivors. And then also, this effect, for whatever damn reason, only can trigger every almost minute and a half. This perk just pretty much sucks. I don't know why you would ever use it. I don't know why. Survivors get perks like, that Soul one, where it has no cooldown and it's pretty OP, and then we get Gearhead nerfed on the PTB, and then get shitty perks like this with a minute and a half cooldown. But that's just me venting. Then we get Forced Penance. Survivors who take a protection hit become broken for 30 seconds. So it's like another weird, good work perk, but overall pretty useless. And yeah, that's what I kind of think about the perks. Survivors got some pretty cool, pretty nice perks. Killer got, killer perks, I guess. So, alright, so let's go ahead and talk about Pyramidhead. His power is kind of complicated, but also straightforward. You can drag your weapon on the ground and leave trails on the floor. If a survivor crosses over while walking or running, they become tormented. A tormented survivor that is in a dying state can be sent to a cage, similar to hooks. And then if you do it on their last hook, they get moored by you in like 2 seconds. What are my thoughts on his power? I mean, mostly terrible. Every time you use your cage, it sends them to the furthest side of the map from you, so you can't pressure them. And then their teammate is like, oh boy, a piece of candy. And they literally save their teammate in like 5 seconds usually. The only good time to use this is if you're in a situation where you, quote, would slug. Instead, you can just teleport that guy to a cage. So in those instances, it can be useful. And then he also has an M2 attack, which is Punishment of the Damned or something. And he can blast a straight line of like fire and shit. And it goes through collision, all that jazz. So it can be pretty useful during loops. However, if the survivor is really good, it gives a clear indicator of where it's going. It has like a time to travel too. And overall, it's just super easy to dodge. I played Kill Your Friends all day with my red rank friends, and they were able to dodge it like it was the easiest thing they've ever done in their life. And then let's talk about the map. There's only like 2 ways to get up and downstairs, and then another way, but the killer has to break it. I think overall, the map is way too large, and there's also not an easy way to orient yourself. like on the different sides. You don't know how to orient yourself. You don't know where the stairs are. I think that even if you spend a lot of time on this map, the fact that it's so enclosed and you can't orient yourself from side to side because there's not a lot of unique like features because the sides on both are kind of similar and the rooms are similar with like subtle differences. And the same for like upstairs. It's very difficult to orient yourself to figure out, oh, where are the stairs? Are they on the left side? Do I have the bathroom ramp going upstairs? It's in my opinion a mess. It's very, very large map and I don't think it's going to be a good addition. However, it aesthetically looks amazing. I couldn't ask for a better looking map. So those are kind of my thoughts. I think that the Survivor's got some really cool, could be meta perks. I think that people are going to be very happy with them. The Survivor is also, you know, pretty cute, so I think they'll enjoy her. As for the killers, our perks, I hate to say this because I'm going to sound biased because I am a killer main. As always, kind of suck. I mean, we got Gearhead and Gearhead got nerfed, but I don't know if the Survivors get that soul perk. Dude, I don't understand. Pyramidhead's power, it's like okay, but I don't think it's great, you know? There's no point in sending people to cages across the map because you can't pressure them and then they get saved in 2 seconds. His power is easy to dodge if the Survivor is pretty good, but, you know, he's a relatively fun killer. The only thing I want them to do is make Torment easier to give to Survivors and make Torment not disappear when somebody saves their teammate from a cage, because they both lose their Torment. I think that's a terrible idea because there's no way to keep your Torment going, and it's incredibly hard to give Torment to Survivors. And then they can just crouch over your lines that you spent 7 years drawing like a giant dick, and they just crouch over it and don't get Torment. Like, how rude of them, you know? Overall, though, I'm trying to stay optimistic. This is day 1 of the PTB. People, of course, are going to, or the devs, they're going to make tweaks, changes accordingly. I just hope that he gets some small quality of life buffs. I don't think he needs like a hardcore buff. I just think he needs some tweaks to Torment and the way that it functions. I don't know about his beam. Maybe make it a different shape or a little wider, but I don't want to mess with it because you could make it too OP. So it's something to just kind of consider, but that's how I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think about the day 1 of the PTB. What do you think about the killer, the perks, all that jazz down in the comments. Let me know if you agree with me, what you disagree maybe. And yeah, that's the end of the discussion. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you guys live. And I'll see you guys in the fog. Peace.
There's thunder and lightning. It was awfully exciting.